Hey boys and girls, it's your boy Anime Baka, and today we're gonna be talking about some of my favorite shows that I'm watching this year. So get a nice little snack, nice little drink, and I'm gonna try and make this quick and nice so you can just get a little brief synopsis of some of the shows that I really like watching this season. So first we're gonna start with obviously Chainsaw Man. Do I even need to talk about it? Everybody here probably watched this Chainsaw Man this season. Chainsaw Man is one of like the shows I relate to, like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan, and by that I mean like their first season of all those shows were so good that it kind of just set the pace and set like the notoriety of like all the next seasons coming after because everybody just loves season one. And like I go on I literally cannot go on Twitter no more when the show drops because there's always going to be a scene that it goes viral on Twitter and it just kind of ruins the episode for me. So that's how good the season has been. So if you're not watching Chainsaw Man, definitely watch Chainsaw Man. And like, there's not enough good things I can say about the show. The animation quality, fire. The music quality, fire. The production, fire. Like, everything about the show is fire. It's made by Studio Mappa. If we all know about Mappa, we know that they're one of the best studios, hands down, and that you're always gonna be getting some good, very good quality out of that studio. So honestly, I feel like if you're not watching Chainsaw Man, just do yourself a favor and watch it because it's gonna be a good watch, you know. So definitely, Chainsaw Man is one of the shows that I recommend for this season. Next show is Spy X Family. Spy X Family is just a very wholesome show. It's a show that you can sit down with your family and just watch because you know it's not going to be no crazy scenes with just a naked girl showing up. We all know those shows. And so this is like one of those shows that's just wholesome. Anya, Lloyd, you're just a great family. Man, like you don't have time. I just sat down and laughed at this show and just kept laughing. And I feel like honestly, in my opinion, the person who makes the show so amazing is Anya. She is a grace from God. Like the amount of times she has made me laugh over the span of the show. Oh, like I can't even count. It's just one of those shows where it's gonna always give you a good laugh. If it's like a weekend and you're looking for something to watch, to binge, off night from school or work, you know, I definitely recommend watching this show and giving it a chance. The next show we're gonna go into is Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho, honestly, in my opinion, has been kind of disappointing this season. Um, I feel like the protagonist being Dimple and oh, let me take that back. The antagonist being Dimple kind of just ruined the season for me because I do enjoy Dimple as a character, but I felt like it kind of robbed us of a whole season of plot. If you understand what I'm saying, like I feel like I understand that there's probably a reason why they made him that way, and I don't want to get into too much spoiler territory if you guys haven't watched it, but I just felt like they could have done more this season. I feel like that like I could predict what was gonna come throughout this whole season, and I was mostly right. So like that just kind of took away from my enjoyment of this season. It's still a very good show, a very good season, but in relation to season two was so good, like so good. And then season three came out, and it was just kind of disappointing for me personally. So I would just say if you're a Mob Psycho fan, you definitely are gonna enjoy it. But if you're watching it based off the expectations of season two, because I feel like season two, in my opinion, was the best season out of all the seasons, then you're kind of gonna find yourself feeling like kind of disappointed because there's not really any major advancing of the plot. No, one good thing that came out of the season was Mob's character development. I think Mob has a really good character development this season. And I get that maybe this season was just supposed to be a character development season for Mob, so that's cool and all, but I feel like it kind of just robbed us of a season, you know, especially what last season did with all those fights and the plot building up to where he kind of had that last final fight, and we just saw all that action, that great animation, you know, where and also how he kind of made those new connections. I feel like there's no new connections made this season, so I don't know. I feel like give it a chance, watch it. If you haven't watched Mob Psycho, definitely watch it. But I don't know. In relation to the other seasons, kind of fell off for me. Next show we're gonna talk about is My Hero Academia. My Hero, I don't understand what the hate My Hero gets from the community. I understand that maybe it deviates from the manga from some parts, and that's my personal pet peeve with some anime shows when they deviate from the manga too much. But I feel like this one hasn't done that too much, and at the same time, with last season and the way last season went with My Villain Academia, just chef's kiss all around. And just continuing that season with this season with the war arc, like I couldn't ask for nothing more from as being a My Hero fan. Like they just kept producing and producing these amazing fights all the way from last season with the fight with Class A versus Class B. I really enjoyed that beginning arc of last season, and then it continued on into the My Villain arc, and I really enjoyed that part of that season. And then going into this arc, I feel like we had some really good character development for the villains, because it kind of showed how the villains, in their mind, they were their own heroes, you know, and it kind of showed our heroes as being kind of villainish, and I really did enjoy that kind of that kind of reversal of roles, you know. And I really thought it was kind of a nice light that they shown on the villains, and how they showed that even these villains could have a human side to them, you know. So I really did enjoy that, and I'm a fan of the villains low key more than I am a fan of the heroes after last season and continuing to this season. So definitely I understand the hate My Hero gets, you know. That's gonna be for a later video, but yeah, definitely My Hero. I've been enjoying the last two, this season and last season. I thought it was they knocked the ball at the park, honestly. Like it was just so good from so many different levels, and that's like one of the shows that I look forward to the most, you know. So definitely give yourself a chance to watch My Hero, because you're not gonna be disappointed at all, in my opinion. The next show we're gonna talk about is Bleach. Bleach is honestly maybe the best show this season, hands down. From the animation quality, the opening is so good. Like chef's kiss all around. And the fact that they have these amazing fights, we're seeing all the old characters again, all the old captains. We're seeing some bankais we've never seen before. Like I'm not gonna go to no spoiler territory, but the captain, like the commander captain, his bankai, amazing, absolutely amazing. So if you're not watching Bleach, and I know one of the hard things about getting to this Bleach season is you think that, oh, I gotta watch the last season of Bleach or the season before to understand it. But honestly, like, just give it a chance, and you're really gonna enjoy it. Like, I really did enjoy this season of Bleach, and I honestly, hands down, feel like this is probably the best show this season. And it's kind of hard to say because there's shows like Chainsaw Man, Spy X Family, and My Hero out this season, but I honestly feel like Bleach is most likely the best show out this season. So, like, if you're not watching it, come on, like, what are you doing? Definitely get around to watching it. Like, and honestly, there's so many recap videos of all the last seasons of Bleach. So, if you're feeling like you don't really know that much, just watch one of those recap videos out there. Like, I'm gonna try to post one in the comments, like a nice recap video, but definitely go around to just watching those videos, because you're definitely not gonna be disappointed in that show. You know, it's so good in my opinion. In the next show, Blue Lock, man, I can't say enough good things about Blue Lock. From the animation quality, the plot within Group Z, like I fell in love with every character in Group Z because of how they interact with each other, and how like of a nice community that they built, and how they're kind of just looking out for each other. And I really did enjoy that. the opening and ending I think are really good, especially the ending, Winner. I think the song's called Winner. Just go listen to the ending. Like that song is a banger, a freaking banger, man. So just go out and listen to it. You're not gonna be disappointed. Blue Lock is like, I don't even watch sports anime, but Blue Lock is just like every expectation that I had was just, oh my, like blown off the roof. Like it was, I did not expect myself to like this show this much. And I know, like I had some people telling me about this show when it was a manga and how good it was, so I knew I was gonna give it a chance. But man, like I did not think it was be this good. Like this show is making me want to go back and watch shows like Haikyuu and Kuroko's no Basket. And I know it's gonna be kind of crazy saying that. I have not watched Haikyuu. I watched the first couple episodes of Haikyuu and kind of did enjoy it because I'm not really a big sports anime fan. But this show is making me want to go back and watch those shows because of how good it's been. So definitely give it a chance if you haven't. And then the last couple shows that I want to talk about for this season is Shinobi no Utoki, and it's one more show afterwards. Shinobi no Utoki is, I have a lot of mixed reviews on it. I really enjoyed some parts of it, like the dynamic between the tribe the clan that he's in, and how they're kind of getting screwed over, and how he has to kind of like start his life over. I'm not gonna get into too much spoilers, and you might look at this rating and think, wow, it's a pretty low rating. And I think some of that is stemming from the fact that this, like, I feel like they involve the real world too much into the show. By that I mean, like, there should be no reason why we're seeing these guys go to their real jobs, and have real companies, and like each tribe is trying to F over the other person's company. And I feel like that's the unneeded part of the show. Like, I wish it was more like Naruto, where like it was all based in a ninja world, and they all were just ninjas full time, So I do enjoy the show. I see myself finishing it in the future, but it definitely gives me mixed reviews. I've been enjoying all the episodes from what I've seen, but I definitely understand why it will be rated so low, just from the point of the show has too many unnecessary parts to it, and I feel like that's what's really hurting it. But definitely give it a chance because it's a pretty cool ninja show. And the last show I want to talk about is Golden Kamuy. I feel like this is one of the most like underrepresented and underappreciated shows of this season. Like the fact that you have a show that's gonna have so many action scenes, so many parts of the show that makes you like laugh your butt off. Like it's gonna make you really laugh a lot. Like there's so many funny scenes in the show, and has a really good plot of them trying to kind of track down this treasure that they're looking for. And if you haven't watched season one, because I know not a lot of people watch this show in general, but if you haven't watched this show, please give it a chance. Like you're gonna really gonna love it. Like it's a lot of gory scenes, and if you're into that type of stuff, then you're really gonna enjoy it because there's a lot of really good gory scenes. And it's not over the top gory, but like it has a lot of really good scenes in it, and I really enjoyed watching it. So that's probably one of my biggest recommendations off this season is Golden Kamuy. Definitely give it a chance. And yeah, that's pretty much all the shows that I want to watch. The name's anime Baka, definitely give me a like and a subscription, give me any constructive feedback that you have. I'll really take it to heart. And thank you.